Just earlier, the fans on their feet as the national anthem rang out throughout the arena. It's interconference time for these Thunder as they come in as the visiting team. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. I'm Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Russell Westbrook?
Well, he's just blazing fast off the dribble. He comes right at you. He's constantly attacking. And even if you try to anticipate what's coming, he still seems to either go around you or just right over the top of you.
Really, he's got that bull in a china shop style once he gets into the lane. I mean, he's looking for contact and has the strength and jumping ability to take the bump and still finish. You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable. But last year seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Inside to Perkins. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Perkins got the first basket of the game for Oklahoma City. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. Even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished, and now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer, but I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Now here's Olynyk following the shot by Kevin Durant. Olynyk the pass to Rondo. Dishes it to Bass. Knocks it loose and stolen by Perkins. Here's Cephalosha. Another shot. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game.
Well, one of the highlights last season, this team shot the ball extremely well from the stripe. Huge factor.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
You look back to that 2008 draft, the then Sonics, now Thunder, took Westbrook at the 4 spot, and a lot of people thought that was a reach, but tell you what, you redo the draft right now, and he has a legitimate case of being the #1 pick.
Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Green, and he gets it to go. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. The dish to Cephalosha. Back to Westbrook. Perkins kicks to Westbrook. The 15-footer, and it's good off the glass. Well, Clark, back to that 2008 draft, Westbrook had played kind of a combo guard at UCLA, and there were some questions, I think, among a lot of scouts and personnel guys' minds about his ability to become a full-time point guard.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I think you always have to look at players, not just for what they might become, but what are they when they get to you. And Russell was a guy who was athletic, aggressive, hungry to get better. And when you've got those attributes in his athleticism, you're going to be a difference maker in the league, and he's proven that to be the case.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of this game.
Around a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely. Hey, we all know how hard it was for the Thunder going into last season to trade away their 6th-man star, James Harden, but it was something that had to be done. They really missed his playmaking ability, though, and I think they missed him in the locker room, too.
Both free throws good from Olynyk. And for the Thunder, a financial decision to trade away Harden. They've already tied up Steve money in big contracts to Durant and to Westbrook, Ibaka, and Perkins.
And Kevin, I think a lot of people questioned why they didn't keep Harden and maybe move Ibaka or Perkins. I think Perkins would have been maybe the best option, but he's really looked at as their best post defender and a guy who brings leadership and toughness. So it was a very difficult decision, but there's no doubt this team missed James Harden.
6 on the shot clock. Rondo against Westbrook. Rondo's shot is off.
He had a defender draped all over him. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Now here's Perkins. Cephalosha misses. Now Bradley. He feeds it to Olynyk, and it's all evened up.
That's how to orchestrate for your team. Terrific pass.
Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Westbrook against Rondo. Westbrook dishes to Perkins, and that one's good.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Pass to Bass. Bass with a screen for Rondo. He dishes it to Bass. Cephalosha with the steal. And oh, here comes Durant all around.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Olynyk following the score by Oklahoma City. Bradley passes to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green inside the three-point line and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Jeff Green, drafted out of Georgetown by the Celtics back in 2007. Actually never played a game for them. Was traded to Seattle in exchange for Ray Allen. But in 2011, Boston reacquired him in exchange for Kendrick Perkins. So it's come full circle for the young man, and I think he's starting to find his groove as an NBA player.
And the first one drops. And for Jeff Green in Seattle, then Oklahoma City playing alongside Kevin Durant. Green, Steve, ended up at the power forward position, and I thought he was thriving with Boston.
Yeah, I like that position for him, actually, because when you put him at the small forward, offensively, he's limited. You put him at the 4, now he can drive right around his man and use his speed and quickness. But defensively, he can guard pretty much anybody out there size-wise.
Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. Westbrook kicks to Cephalosha. Back to Westbrook. Launches it. That's good. Westbrook's got 7.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Celtics trail by 5. Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Scott Brooks.
Gentlemen, he told me that their goal early on was to rattle this team a bit. Coach said if we can get up in their faces, let them know that we're going to be right in their grill all night long, I think we can throw them out of their element on offense. They have the defensive talent to do that. We'll see if it pays off, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And as Doris provided the details, guys, the way they plan to attack defensively will be key early on, won't it?
Yeah, and early is the key word there, Kevin. If they can string together some stops right away, I think it'll really set the tone.
Which is just what they're going to be after, guys. They'd love to turn this into a defensive battle.
And here's Rondo. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Olynyk. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. It's all knotted up.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Ibaka dishes to Westbrook. From 11 feet away. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got 9.
He has not missed yet. 4 for 4 in this first quarter.
Setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Olynyk the pass to Bradley. Outside for Rondo. Puts up a 3. Olynyk dishes to Rondo. Nice ball movement by Boston. The pass to Bass. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bass has got his first points of the game.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
And the Thunder making a change here. Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Collison with a screen on Rondo. Outside Westbrook. Durant drawing the double team. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Durant kicks to Cephalosha. No good from outside.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Green with a screen for Rondo. It's Bradley on the wing. Left side, Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Down low. It's deflected. Collison the pass to Westbrook. Green with the block. Outside Rondo. Pass to Green. He kicks to Humphries. Shot is off. Great D that time from Durant. Here's Lamb. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Won't happen right away, but Jeremy Lamb has all the tools, I think, to be a fantastic defender at the NBA level. Young players oftentimes take a couple of years to figure it out defensively, but he's got everything he needs to be elite at that end.
First free throw is good. And Jeremy Lamb, a 6'11" wingspan for this kid. He's shown promise offensively as well.
Very smooth with that jump shot. He can finish big time when he gets to the rim. Still young and paying his dues, but you got to love his upside. A lot of potential.
Machine Thabit, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jackson comes in for Russell Westbrook. That one misses.
Well, you could see it at the start of the season that Oklahoma City was being driven by falling short in the 2012 final. Their focus was on being the best team in the West, and they jumped on that goal right from the start.
Now here's Durant after the miss from Lee. No good from Lamb.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Now here's Rondo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Busted. No good that time either. And for the Thunder, the second best regular season record in the league last season, Steve, at 60-22.
Well, and they had the best point differential in the league, Kevin, which I think is probably the best barometer in terms of how well you're playing. But clearly the Westbrook injury in the first round of the playoffs against Houston just completely took the wind out of their sails. And I would look for Oklahoma City to be back this year. With everybody healthy, they'll have a chip on their shoulders. They want to get back to the finals this year. Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Now here's Jackson. Kicks the Lamb. The drive by Jackson. Let's go. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Jackson. And it's 6 points for Lamb.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Here's Rondo. Wallace outside. Back to Rondo. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. 3-point lead. Now the feed to Lamb. Lets it go with a three. Count the bucket. Lamb's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Thunder.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Rondo against Jackson. The shot by Lee. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Lee's got his first basket. Jackson dishes to Durant. Passes to Thabit. Feeds it to Lamb. off target from three-point range.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
They swipe it. Lee against Jackson. Dishes to Collison. Here's the beat. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Thunder lead by 6. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
.135 left to play in the first. Lee outside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky. You know, last season a mid-level signee by the Celtics. Competes at the defensive end. Offensively, he's a good shooter with his feet set from long range and really kind of likes the corner pocket three-pointers.
That free throw, no good. And for Courtney Lee, probably his best shot, Steve, is that three-pointer.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's a guy who can get out and transition and finish at the rim, but he's got a career three-point average of about 38%. So look for him to be even more aggressive firing away out there.
And he's good on the second.
Well, you know, last season I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, you know, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past, but look, they've hoisted a championship banner very close to another, but it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
Now here's Durant. The shot's good. Collison making the play. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And the shot is good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
The Thunder leading by 5. Jackson kicks to the beat. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Durant, the pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Durant against Wallace. Let's go, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Rondo dishes to Lee. And Sullinger kicks to Rondo. The Celtics working the ball around now. To the paint. Here's Sullinger, and that basket was going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The dish now to Thabit. With 1 on the clock. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder out in front. They lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder. Backcourt tandem, Westbrook and Jeremy Lamb. Ibaka at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, the huge trade that really overshadowed this year's draft, the blockbuster deal between the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. The Celtics sending out the veteran trio of Jason Terry, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce, and in return receiving 3 future first-round picks, the right to swap picks in 2017. For the Celtics, a tough but realistic decision to begin the rebuild process. For the Nets, an all-in attempt to win a title. Guys, it sent shockwaves throughout the league, and we'll just have to wait to see how it all shakes out.
They've got probably the best team in franchise history. We'll see where they go next.
You know, Avery Bradley missed the first 3 months of last season after undergoing surgery on both shoulders, fellas. I mean, when Rondo went down with his ACL tear, Bradley stepped into the starting point guard role, and I thought performed very well.
First one falls for him. And for Bradley, a tremendous defender, and Steve able to defend either the 1 or the 2.
Well, he's listed at 6'2", but he has incredibly long arms and quick feet. So he's strong enough to guard bigger players, but his best attribute is putting pressure on the ball. It's a nightmare just trying to bring the ball up the floor against Bradley.
One of the best on-ball defenders, wouldn't you say, in the NBA?
Yeah, no doubt.
Guys, the Celtics went from being a powerhouse in the East to middle of the pack last season, but they still protected their home court as well as anybody. Easy to find inspiration here with the parquet floor under your shoes and the banners hanging over top.
Pass to Bass. It's Bradley on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Bradley passes to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Bradley drives in. No good. That would have tied it. You do have to love the parquet floor here, as you said, Clark. Pride certainly a factor last season, as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 27-13 record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor, but just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies, be physical.
And Westbrook, here we go. He feeds it to Lamb. Back to Westbrook, beyond the arc. Rebound, Boston. Bradley with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Bass. 6 on the shot clock. Green inside. Covered by Cephalosha. Green, no luck.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Westbrook dishes to Cephalosha.
And Thabo Cephalosha, guys, you know he's from Switzerland. Last season enjoyed the best shooting of his career. He set career best in field goal percentage and three-point percentage, 48% and 43% respectively.
Free throw good, Cephalosha. And Clark, you mentioned Cephalosha, known as a wing defender, but it's encouraging, Steve, to see him shooting so well.
Yeah, and he's become more aggressive offensively, too. He really is a three-point shooter, kind of a spot-up guy. But, you know, at times last year, we'd see him go down on the block and post up smaller guards.
Cephalosha hits both of them.
Usually the logic is that if you want to win the West, you need to get a lot of wins against the East to pad your record, guys. But the Thunders did dominate the East last season, but not as much as the other teams, and they still won the West.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
The Thunder with the lead. Well, getting back to the Thunder, as you said, Clark, they took the East to task once again. They were 21-9 against the conference. But, Steve, that was just tied for the third best in the West.
You know, I think a big part of that is that after they made it to the finals for the first time, they played with a target on their back. And I thought every team in the league knew they had to bring their A game to try to kind of make a statement against the Thunder.
Now, here's Green following the miss by Russell Westbrook. That's good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Ibaka with a screen on Bradley. Wasted no time on that one. 13 points for Russell Westbrook.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Out to Lee. Back to Bradley. The pass to Olynyk. Right through the D for the layup. Olynyk's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Now here's Lamb, covered by Lee. And here is Lamb. 9 points in the game so far. That is good. Lamb's got 11 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Thunder. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Outside Westbrook. Left side Westbrook. Pass to Lamb. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Celtics have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Courtney Lee will be at the line shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts, it's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
Sellinger's checked in for Brandon Bass. And both free throws good for Lee. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group. In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
No one near him. Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked by Wallace. Bradley gets a screen from Green. There's Lee with the 3. But they get it back. Green kicks to Bradley. And there's the feed to Lee. Bradley passes to Sullinger. 4 on the shot clock. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist from Jared Sullinger. And that's now 9 points for Avery Bradley. Westbrook with it. He's got 13. Elbow shot is on the way. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. Too many of their shots have been low percentage, he told them. He wants better ball movement on the perimeter to get the shooters better looks. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Rondo dishes to Bradley. Bradley gets a screen from Sullinger. Back to Rondo. Wide open look. Good on the jump shot. Rondo's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Left side Jackson. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and it's Westbrook again missing.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now here's Rondo. Wallace outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Bradley. That's good. Bradley's got 11 points.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
And Westbrook, here we go. Rebounded by the Celtics. Rondo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Jackson. Collison with the screen for Jackson. Kept alive. Celtics leading by 4. Bradley drives in. He kicks it to Rondo. Feeds it to Sullinger. Bradley against Westbrook. Uncovered. The Thunder pull it in. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Not many teams, guys, in the East did very well against the West last season. And that in mind, you could call Boston's 14-16 record against the conference better than most.
Now Rondo, after Westbrook missed 3. Rondo kicks to Sullinger. Bradley gets a screen from Sullinger. The Celtics working the ball around now. And it's Rondo penetrating. Passes to Sullinger. Here's Bradley. Great D that time from Collison. And for the Celtics against the West, even in the shortened season, they were having a lot of trouble with some of the bigger lineups, Steve. More of the up-tempo teams out west.
Well, the Celtics were old and a little bit small, too. Kevin Garnett played center last year, so they played a lot of small lineups. And when you're small and you're old, sometimes, you know, that's going to cost you, particularly on the road.
Reggie Jackson.
The Celtics with the lead. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
Wallace with a screen for Sullinger. The drive by Rondo. Kicks it to Humphries. Rondo against Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Wallace left side. From downtown. No good. Durant with some nice D. And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But, Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
Here's Bradley. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Bradley can't get it to go.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low. You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Here's Collison. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Perkins is checked in for Hasheem Thabeet. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Bradley against Westbrook. Bradley drives in. Rondo kicks to Humphries. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Perkins. And here's Westbrook. 15 points in the game. Dishes it to Jackson. Inside. 1 second left. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Tie game in Boston. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, stay right where you are for the halftime show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's time to break down the first half of action. I hope you're having a great Friday night so far. The Celtics fighting for control so far. A superb effort on defense. They're contesting every shot and sending quite a few back as well. Avery Bradley leads them in scoring. He's got 13 points. He's been getting it done on both ends of the court. Look at the assists. Look at the rebounds. It's all adding up to a great first half. And Oklahoma City's also looking good in the first half. And give them credit defensively. They're boxing out, controlling their defensive backboards. Russell Westbrook's been doing his thing. He's got 15 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. And that's all we have for you here in the studio. Now let's send it on back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half of play.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the lovely and historic city of Boston, Massachusetts.
Good game for Westbrook. 15 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
Yeah, it is a nice number. He's taken it upon himself to really find his teammates and to get this offense going.
Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Brandon Bass is out there with Olynyk, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Bradley passes to Olynyk. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and stolen by Perkins. And Durant, here we go. Chance there to take the lead, missing.
Well, you never doubt the role that Kendrick Perkins plays on the team. I mean, he's there to clog up the middle, rebound, and be a physical presence. And he embraces that. He excels in that role. But you know what? One of the things that he's improved on is being a better passer from the center position.
So they take the lead. Bass has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Celtics. Oklahoma City trailing. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Westbrook against Rondo. Moves back up. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
Now here's Bradley. Covered by Cephalosha. Bradley dishes to Rondo. Back to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Cephalosha with the steal. Ibaka goes in, and it's blocked by Bass. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Offensive rebound, Rondo, and he lays it straight in. Rondo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics. So it's the Thunder now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and then Durant with the dunk.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here is Bass. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Olynyk. Hits the jump hook. Olynyk's got 10.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Russell Westbrook has been criticized in the past for shooting instead of passing to Kevin Durant. And while teammate Kendrick Perkins joked that sometimes he wanted to strangle him a little bit, Coach Scott Brooks said, quote, "There are times when my hair is almost out." Brooks added, "Russell is a dynamic offensive player. We need that." And Durant himself said, "Some people are going to love you, some people are going to hate you. So what? We need Russell to do what he does." Kevin?
Infectious enthusiasm, Doris. You see it every time he steps on the floor.
He did it his way, which is what I respect, and he really took the league by storm. Kevin Durant is one of the most laid-back and easygoing guys you'll meet in the NBA, but don't be fooled. He's as fiery a competitor on the court as anyone else in the league. He's a superstar because he has the talent, but also the drive.
The free throw drops for Durant. And I think when you talk about the drive of Kevin Durant, Clark, it all comes from his love of the game.
I love watching Kevin Durant play. He is such a special talent, and you can see the inherent joy that he has in playing the game. I mean, it's palpable. It's obvious. He's a big-time gym rat, and he just loves to work on the game and continue to refine his skills. He's a joy to watch. Check out the game for Durant. 10 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 6. Cephalosha with the steal. Left side, Ibaka. It's good. This game is all even. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Now here's Rondo. The dish to Green. Back to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Olynyk can't hit.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
To the left side wing. It's Westbrook with the drive.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Good. And that's 10 points for Jeff Green.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Durant, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Bass. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. The tray. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead. Now here is Cephalosha, guarded closely, and the layup's good off the glass.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ibaka with a screen on Rondo. That's good. And now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now here's Olynyk. He's got 10. Green gets a screen from Olynyk. Green with the ball. Now defended by Perkins. And Durant sends it back. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Rondo, and the rejection by Bass. Here's Rondo. He's got 6. Bass with a screen for Rondo. Kicks it out to Bradley. The three-pointer no good. The Thunder shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. And Durant gets it to go.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Rondo kicks to Green. Back to Rondo. And he banks in the lane. Rondo's got 8 points.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Now here's Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Cephalosha's shot is good.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. He went on to talk about playing a strong defensive game in the paint and denying any easy opportunities inside. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Wallace. Green, the pass to Lee. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Green from deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And offensively, you'll find him often lurking on those corners. Always a high percentage shot among three-pointers, and especially for him.
Rondo kicks to Wallace. The pass to Lee. He feeds it to Humphries. Banked in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 2. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Westbrook kicks to Collison. Collison with a screen on Rondo. Westbrook dishes to Cephalosha. Rondo against Westbrook. Puts up the baby hook. That drops. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Now here's Green. 13 points in the game. Wallace, good. Wallace has got 5.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 19. Lamb with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Westbrook gets a screen from Collison. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Now here's Rondo. He's got 8. Here's Lee outside. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one. You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there. Story came out about Chris Humphries last year that basketball wasn't his #1 sport as a kid. He was actually one of the best swimmers in the country as a youngster. But basketball's worked out just fine.
Rondo with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Humphries the pass to Rondo. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. Here's Lee. Another shot. And it's laid up in it, and a nice move that time from Jared Sullinger.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense, and that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Jackson. He dishes it to Lamb. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, back to Humphries. He still holds the 10 and under record in the 50-meter and the 100-meter freestyle. Steve, I didn't know that.
Wouldn't you like to see Tim Duncan and Humphries swim against each other? You know, Duncan used to swim as well in his childhood.
Yes.
So I say we put him in the pool. Let's see who the better man is.
Free throw drops for Lamb.
Jeremy Lamb has been playing well. He has 15 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And Lamb drops them both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Now here's Rondo. 8 points for him. Wallace misses.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Rondo with it, guarded now by Jackson. Wallace kicks to Humphries, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
The Celtics with the lead. Rondo kicks to Wallace. And again it will go. Basket is good from Humphries. Humphries has got 8 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Pass to Durant. Right side Durant. Humphries with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The open shot by Rondo, and it's Boston with another.
And that was very confident offense right there.
Thunder trailing by 6. And here's Jackson. The feed to Collison. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Collison. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Puts up a prayer. Can't get it to go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 4. We'll get right. And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder trailing by 4. So for Oklahoma City right now, ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Jeremy Lamb out there with Jackson, and it's Perkins in at the 5 roaming the paint. Lamb, good.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Olenek. The drive by Rondo. He kicks it to Bass. Outside Rondo. Outside Brent. Pocket 6. Feeds it to Wallace. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Celtics lead by 3. The Thunder shooting well, 50% from the floor. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Ibaka dishes to Durant. Here's Lamb. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Boston leading by 3. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Passes it to Perkins. Rondo on the double team. Here's Jackson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
This is what his team needs right now. Solid scoring opportunities. And he's manufacturing it whenever they need it most.
Green, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
And Bradley gets it to go.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Thunder trailing by 5. Outside Jackson. Ibaka with a screen on Bradley. There's Westbrook. Misses off the right eye.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
The offensive rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. It's Jackson with the drive. Comes up empty down low.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Green, the pass to Bradley. Bass with a screen for Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Green against Durant, and Green gets it to go. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Ibaka with the screen on Bradley. Jackson kicks to Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Now here's Olenek. Rondo on top. He's covered by Westbrook, and it's Rondo penetrating. Bass's shot. Good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Bass. Jackson dishes to Westbrook. Outside Durant. Back to Westbrook. Trying to get back on track. He lays it in. Westbrook's got 21 in the game. Austin with the ball. Rondo with it. Rondo off the pick from Olenek. Bradley can't get it to go.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Here's Westbrook. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. 23 points for Russell Westbrook.
He is one of the top athletes, not only in the game, Kevin, but in the world. Westbrook can just elevate and do so many things once he's up in the air.
Yeah, and he knows super aggressive attacking the basket. Really puts pressure on the defense, and he does it with speed and raw physicality. He'll go at the biggest players in the league and not blink an eye and make you look bad if you don't get there soon enough.
Thunder trailing by 7. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Bradley.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Now, here is Ibaka. And Durant, here we go. Kicks it to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Fades. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half. Boston leading by 5. Now Rondo. Pass with a screen for Rondo. Dishes to Bradley. No good from outside. Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Cephalosha, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Now, here's Olynyk. Kicks it out to Bradley. Looking for Bass. He gets it there. And he gets it to go.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Westbrook passes to Durant. Right side Durant. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Perkins.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Rondo. The dish to Green. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 17 points for Jeff Green.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Now here's Durant. And there's another one for the Thunder.
That's a big basket there, and you can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Rondo off the pick from Bass. And Olynyk kicks to Green. Green left side. Pass to Bass. Tries to save it. It's stolen by Ibaka. The pass to Cephalosha. He feeds it to Westbrook. Durant up top. He dishes it to Perkins, and he gets the bucket. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Now here's Rondo. Pass with a screen for Rondo. Pass to Bradley. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 14-6 run. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Westbrook passes to Ibaka to take the lead. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's one thing to intimidate with your play, and it's another to get in the face of a player's shot you just blocked. Last season, Ibaka took it to that next level and ruffled some feathers by doing just that.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And speaking of Ibaka getting feisty, I remember seeing him get into it. In fact, with Coach Brooks when he was subbed out of a game, there was that flagrant foul against Blake Griffin. He's got a fuse.
Well, he's showing a little bit of a hot-headed streak, Kevin. I like that. A little feistiness. You like that from your big men. You know, you want them to be tough.
Showing emotion.
Exactly.
Passion.
As long as you control the emotion.
Well said, Steve.
Serge Ibaka, born and raised in the Republic of Congo. We've had African-born players in the league for decades, but it seems that as the league has reached out to develop talent there, the numbers are increasing from that part of the world.
It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin and Steve, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
Yeah, I believe it, because these two teams so well matched up. You look at the talent. I think we're in for a very, very competitive night.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Brandon Bass. Boston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And going back to Ibaka and growing talent coming from the continent of Africa. Steve, 1 billion people there.
Soccer is still the biggest sport there, but steadily the NBA has made inroads, providing courts and equipment and coaching around the continent. So you would expect more and more players to come to the league from Africa.
Bang and Mute and Hashim Thabit. We've got some notable players in the league from there. Here's Westbrook. Green with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Yeah, you can't make that kind of an error and expect to win.
You're right, Steve, because they will cost you. I mean, those kind of mistakes, those are losing plays.
Celtics leading by 4. Now here's Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. Rondo kicks to Olynyk. The drive by Rondo, just 5 to shoot. The fadeaway and the basket by Olynyk. They got on this roll a while ago and they just haven't looked back. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Durant. Sefolosha passes to Ibaka. Great tee that time from Green. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Here is Rondo. Humphrey sets a pick for Rondo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. They're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think things were very close to spiraling out of control if he didn't burn one there.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He said their offense has been a little too sluggish for his liking, saying, quote, take what the defense gives you. Don't hesitate to let those shots fly. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Westbrook. Ibaka slams it home for the putback.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
Westbrook against Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. Rondo drives in, loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rondo's got 10 points in just the second half, and they're trailing by 8. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And there's the feed to Perkins. In low to Ibaka. A stupendous finish in traffic. Ibaka's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Rondo kicks to Olynyk. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 14 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're losing by 8. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Here's Perkins up and in on the layup.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're in front by 6. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter of this one. Westbrook against Rondo. He kicks it to Olynyk, and that one is hammered home.
Defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, but he pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did. That was embarrassing.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the bucket by the Celtics. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Westbrook. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Feeds to Green. Passes it to Humphries. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oklahoma City needs to do a much better job against Rondo.
He's got 14 points and 16 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And one's really fed into the other.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Westbrook from the arc. A second chance effort. And up and in it goes with the lay-in from Cephalosha. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Boston. Rondo. They did the line shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. For the Thunder, Hashim Thabit, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Kevin Durant. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is fine, over.
Boston making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Here's Lee. Kicks to Crawford. So we see Boston get the win here. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Gerald, this game featured plenty of fouls, lots of tension. That can sometimes bring out a lot of emotions and test a team and a player's resolve. How do you think this team handled the intensity?
This is a great game for us. It's like a playoff atmosphere. You know, the things are going not so much your way. You know, it's a lot of